Mitt Romney has said is he has released, and I quote, all that's necessary for people to understand something about my finances. Now, the something is a pregnant word. And people are going to say the costs of not releasing the returns are clear. Therefore, he must have calculated that there are higher costs in releasing.
And he's going to tough it out.
Right. Drip, drip, drip. That's the problem. That's how you get to the mildew in the first place. That's why there's a mold right now that the campaign has to get rid of. Look, the problem is, George, is that in 2002, to establish his residency in the state of Massachusetts to run for governor, he had to say, well, no, I did not sever ties. I had a leave of absence, so I was still here, technically, coming back, technically, doing this, technically. But we don't know because he will not release anything. He has a penchant for secrecy. So my first request, if I was working for Mitt Romney, is first, stop whining. Number two, get Bain to release all of the relevant documents, the minutes of meetings, board of directors meetings. Let's see what's on the record. And also, I think he could clear it up by releasing his taxes from that period. There's a gray area, and maybe we can find out more if Mitt Romney
Mary, when you hear all this, do you think he can tough it out the rest of the way?
Can we put some real facts on the table? Because we keep saying this, that, and we don't know. We know the facts. He took a leave of absence to go run the Olympics in 1999. He never returned to Bain. He filed everything with the SEC that was absolutely by the law, letter and spirit of the law that the SEC required. Being a shareholder or an office holder, we did not put him in any managerial or investment decision making, which was said by Bain people who are working there, including a Democrat who's for Obama, who ran for the Senate.
But Mary, he has gone beyond that and said he had no involvement in Bain, and these documents seem to contradict that. That plus the $100,000 a year for an executive or former executive, that plus the attendance at the board meetings, doesn't that add up to involvement?
The charge is that he was making decisions that somehow sent jobs, which is a complete another distraction, which, by the way, the real issue here is lying to the American people about outsourcing is what this election should be about. Outsourcing is not a goal of private equity or it's a consequence of the global economy. And as one of your earlier guests said, if there were investments made with Bain that produced outsourcing, that was with those investors' money. What Barack Obama has done is outsource jobs with your tax dollars, with our money, and they're complete failures. But that's not what this election is going to be about. It's
Mary, is it not what you call a real fact that Mitt Romney gave to the McCain campaign when it was considering him as a running mate 23 years of tax returns?
So what if let's say he gives 23 years. We could put 2 decades of tax returns out. Is that going to produce 2 jobs? Is it going to produce anything toward a mandate? Anything toward the debate about what this is about? Is the charge that he's hiding?
You know, if I had said the rest truth serum in that cup, and you were advising a candidate like Mitt Romney in this instance, you would say, we got to get this out there. You would say, we got to get this out there to deal with this. To me, the problem is the president is doing exactly what he needs to do because he wants to cover up on a failed record.